Yeah. One time for the city. Yeah. Same aura as before.
All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Thursday afternoon, evening time here on the East Coast. CP the franchise on the building. On today's episode, Landry is back. Sort of. We first got the word that Landry Shamet and the Knicks were closing in on a one-year deal, but now we're hearing that it is actually a non-guaranteed training camp deal. So either way, we'll talk about it, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. CP the franchise in the building. Salute to our loyal franchise channel members as well. And salute to Knicks Nation, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. All right, let's get into it. All right, salute to the squad, salute to the chat. Let's get the squad up in the room, man. All the franchise channel members, salute. GD Nation, Stephen Gomez repping the 305. BLW, Zach, salute. Billy R, salute, man. Daniel Bolsajo, salute to you guys. Jack Hawaki, I see you. Okay, so we initially got the word that Landry Shamet had agreed to a one-year deal with the Knicks. That was first reported by Shams. But now, according to Stephen Bondi, that deal is non-guaranteed. And the Knicks also signed Garrison Matthews to a one-year deal, also non-guaranteed. So he says Matthews will compete with Landry Shamet for the roster spot. All right. So we got a little Kumite going on here heading into training camp. Who's fighting it out? Let's see. So look, at least with Shamet, you have the familiarity. He shot the ball very well to close the season out with the Knicks. This was according to Tommy Beer. Final 10 regular season games, Landry shot. He averaged 12 points per game, 3.3 made threes in 22 minutes, shot 49% from the floor, 49 from deep, and 100 from the charity stripe. Then he says only other players to do that, Steph Curry. But the only other Knick reserve to ever average more than 3 triples and shoot above 49 from downtown over a 10-game span was Steve Novak. So that was Shamet. Finished the season very well. Good scrapper. I liked his energy. He always gave the Knicks energy. That right? That's what you want from your reserves. You want them to come in and give you a spark. I thought Shamet did that, especially to close out the season. He had the 12-point game in Game 6 against the Pacers. So he had some experience there. Then you bring in Garrison Matthews. He's another three-point shooter, 28 years old. I think they're about the same age. Let me take a look. I think Shamet is 28 as well. Shamet is 28. So you get Matthews at 28, Shamet at 28. Good three-point shooters. And see who's going to make it for the final spot. What do you guys think? Who wins it out? I think it'll be Shamet at the end of the day, but I'm good with the competition. Competition never a bad thing. Shamet Vetman is okay. Yeah, Will Rose, salute. Matthews, he played for the Hawks most recently. If I pull up his numbers here, he's a scrappy player. Definitely shoots the three ball well. But that's like his main game. He's traveled around a bit, kind of like Shamet. Last year, let me get Matthews' numbers up here. Yeah, his numbers are kind of like Shamet. Let's get that down. Matthews, 38% from three in his career, 40% from the field. I'm trying to see how many attempts he shot from three last year. 4.6 attempts last year for the Hawks. This is 24-25, right where my mouse is. 4.6 attempts. Shot 39%. So that's what he does. That's what Matthews does. But as you look at the stat sheet, not much else. So, but good. Good to have that competition, man. Shamet wants it, he got to earn it. Che Signature, I see you in the chat. What's good? Joe the Benedicts. Garrison Matthews, just another random guy. Yeah, look, I mean, again, we're talking about like the 13th and 14th guy on the team. So these are guys who you're not expecting to play, but every guy has to be ready, man. It's all hands on deck. Yeah, we're not expecting, six man of the year type of thing. No, we're expecting an end of the bench type of guy. Come in, hey, if knock on wood, Deuce gets hurt. Deuce gets his fair share of injuries. If Deuce gets hurt, God forbid the captain gets hurt. Need somebody to slide in, next man up. Dog days of the season when you're out on the West Coast for a week, you need some innings eaters. Guys that can maybe give you a couple minutes and let guys get a rest. Low-key gaming, rather, Shamet. He was in the trenches with us last year. I dig it. Yeah, he always allowed 115. He gave us good energy, good defense, and he shot the three ball quite well. So I would go with Shamet there, but let's see what happens. I had a great show with Ian Begley today. We were in studio today. We'll drop that episode tomorrow. But we talked about the Beasley situation. Knicks, are they still keeping tabs? I wouldn't necessarily shut the door. At least that's what Ian Begley said. He wouldn't necessarily shut the door. So we'll see. This is what the roster is looking like right now. Let me just square up my screen here for you guys with everybody in the chat. All right, this is what the roster is looking like right now. So obviously you have OG Bridges, Brunson, Clarkson, Dïarra, Josh Hart. Well, if you take a look at the depth chart, you can go to Real GM, take a look at the depth chart. Your point guards right now, Brunson, they have Kolic there, but obviously Clarkson at this point will be kind of your backup one. Maybe McCall runs a little offense. So you choose a McCall, Clarkson, Deuce. Then you have Hart and Dïarra, your threes. Power forwards, OG, Yabusele. And then your centers, Towns, Robinson, Ariel, Huckport. So you get Shamet in there. And it's just a little insurance policy, Joseph. Just a little insurance policy. Malik Shabazz, I see you in the chat. How you doing, man? Latoria B, how you doing? Shamet has guard shields, just not a shooter. Yeah, secondary ball handling, yes, all of that. Exactly. Matthews more of a pure shooter, for sure. That's why I think Shamet gets the job. Lau says, I want to see a big rotation during the season. Swavey, shout out to Swavey, $2 super chat. Says Battle of the Shooters. Yeah, so once again, just to clarify on the news, they did bring Shamet back, but it's on a training camp deal, as well as Garrison Matthews. I still think Shamet will get it. But you bring him in on a non-guaranteed, give yourself some more time. Hey, what's going on with Beasley? What happens here, there? So you're good. They're good. Daniel says, I just like the continuity. Yep, I want Shamet here. I hear that. It's good for the locker room. We got 400 people on the check-in. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. You could call me up on the KFTV Discord if you guys want to chat. We are just going over the breaking news. We got training camp invites to announce. So shout out to Shout out to Shamet and Garrison Matthews. Wonder who else they're going to bring in on a training camp deal. Let's see. Let's take a look at some. See, any free agents left? Free agent, best players remaining. This is Hoops Hype. See what they got here. You're going to bring Jonathan Kuminga? What is going on over there? You got Brody. Brody's still available. Anybody want Brody in the house? You know, there's a lot of Knicks fans actually calling for Brody. I'm just not one of them. I'm good. Amir Coffey. Then he signed already. Precious. They said Miami was after Precious again. The glove, too. Gary Payton II is still out there. Interesting. 6.5 points per game. Shot 57% from the field last year, 32 from 3. Aaron Goodwin is his agent. The glove, too, is still out there. We know Brogdon. Brogdon is still out there. Ben Simmons, will he play basketball again? Campaign. Terry Johnson is still out there. Delano Banton. He's a guy I was always intrigued by. 6'9", played for Portland, solid playmaker slasher, and his three-point shooting. Former weakness has really improved this season. Delano Banton. He shot 39% from the field. 32 from 3. JP the Great, you heard about Ben Simmons declining the Knicks. Yeah, that was cap. That was a false report. They never offered him a deal. Never forgive action. I see you. Yeah, Terry Johnson is still out there. Thomas Bryant, don't need him. Here we go. That Garrison Matthews, excellent spot-up shooter. Score a little bit off the dribble, slash into the rim. He's a scrapper. You know, he fits that Shamet mold. Even though Shamet has a little bit more game to him. You know, Matthews, he's a scrapper. But again, 28 years old, he's a journeyman. And he doesn't have much more to his game, but he can shoot, though. So Garrison Matthews is coming to camp. That's what everybody in the chat once again. Get my phone charger here. Campaign to China. Did you guys see? Oh my God. Did you see Cam Reddish? Cam is in the Lithuanian League. Send our regards to Cam Reddish. I wonder if JD's going over there with him, man. JD, are you going to Lithuania? Are you going to Lithuania with Cam? Call us on the Discord when you arrive to Lithuania. JD's going to Lithuania. Monte Morris. Monte Morris is still out there. I wonder if he's done. I don't know. He kind of fell off. It's brought to Phoenix some side of excitement. Badly needed point guard help. Yeah, he did not play well with the Suns at all. Yeah, if anybody sees JD, I didn't speak to JD in like a week. Well, I stopped talking to him because of the Giants' loss after week 1. But, man, Cam Reddish down bad. Taylor Horton Tucker, he ended up going to, I think THT went to Turkey or so. He went somewhere. Or did he go to Maccabi Tel Aviv? THT went somewhere. He's not playing in the States. BJ Boston. Javonte Green is available again. Does anybody want Javonte Green? Delon Wright, still available. Will Delon get a training camp invite? Lindy Waters III. Markelle Fultz, have anybody? I had a couple people hit me up the other day. Hey, why don't we bring in Markelle Fultz? The former number 1 pick. Big money AB. Will he get a training camp invite? Big money might just hang it up. Who knows? You got Deontay. Look at this. Who's working over at Hoops Hype? This is not the Anthony Melton. That is not the Anthony Melton, man. Who the heck is working at Hoops Hype? Lau says Fultz is interesting. Am I bugging or is that Zaire Williams? All right. I mean, you know, I don't follow the Nets too much, but I do know enough to know that that is not the Anthony Melton. Okay, there goes Cam on the way to Lithuania. Bones Highland, no thank you. All right, now we're just in the actual, like, in the bin. All right, so these guys are completely off limits. But, all right, so there you go. It's Shamet, it's Matthews. I mean, talk about have nothing to choose from. Maybe they give the glove to a call for a training camp invite. What's Brogdon doing? What is Brogdon doing? Clearly not coming to the Knicks. And then you got Terry Johnson. We'll see if Terry gets a gig. So there it is. You guys want to call me up in the KFTV Discord? More than welcome to do so. Okay, I see somebody in here. Hold on, hang on. Let me get this person in here. All right, this is, who is this? Yuri Ark. Okay, let's get Yuri in here. Let's get Yuri in there. Yuri, are you there? Hang on. Unmute your mic, Yuri. Are you there? Okay, Yuri dipped. All right, so we had Yuri in there, but Yuri dipped. Okay. All right, who else we got in the chat here? So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Landry Shamet, Garrison Matthews get training camp deals with the Knicks. It was originally reported that the Knicks did sign Landry Shamet to a one-year deal, but it was a training camp deal. I was wondering if it was a training camp or regular. So it turns out to be a training camp deal. Okay, just fixed it right there on the lower third. Shout out to Gamba. Adjusting on the fly. Training camp deal. So we'll see who else gets one. We know that Dink Pate will be headed to training camp, according to his pops. His pops hit me up on the gram. Said Dink Pate is coming to training camp. All right. Who else we got? Dïarra. We'll see if Dïarra gets the rookie deal, the rookie exception contract. And Dïarra says, "Hey, I want to just play. He don't matter role. He's hungry." So I like that. Let's get him in the development program. Get him in the G League. See what he can do next year. Then you'll have Kolic, you have Dadier, Huckport. You'll have the younger players. And some G Leaguers as well. Do we have Yuri back on the Discord? Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can get him in there again. It says server mute. Hang on. All right, Yuri, go ahead and unmute your mic.
All right, finally, can you hear me?
Yeah, how you doing, man? Long time, man.
Long time. Very long time.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Good. Happy about the news. Shamet, non-guaranteed one-year deal.
Yep.
Shamet's going to be competing with Garrison, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The Garrison contract I heard is a training camp deal.
Yes. Both are. Both are.
Both are training camp deals. So they're going to settle it in training camp.
That's right.
Like.
That's right.
And I like that. You want to know why? You don't give a guaranteed contract to neither of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Knicks had eyes on Garrison for a while, it looks like. And I like Garrison. Shooter, scrappy defender, but he does provide you sniping off the bench as well. So it's going to come down between either two of them. I believe in Shamet Hive. I'm going to go with Shamet winning this contract.
Okay. All right, there we go, man. How else you feeling about the season, man?
I'm ready. Bring it on. I want all the smoke.
Let's go. Let's
I
go.
want
Let's
all the
go,
smoke.
man.
I want to smoke every single pack on every single team. Rando pack, Sixer pack, Indy pack. Come on, let's go.
Let's
Get the
go.
ball rolling.
Let's get the ball rolling, man. I'm ready, man. 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
weeks.
I can't believe it. We ready to go, man. Good to hear from you, man. Appreciate it, bro.
I actually want to leave you off with a question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
With these two quote-unquote shinings, what do you think is going to happen now, to the rookies? We heard Dïarra is going to get probably a contract soon.
Mm-hmm.
There's still Kevin McCullough Jr. out there, right? But
Yeah.
I'm very happy the Knicks are signing Shamet and Garrison for training camp.
Yeah.
That's what I want to leave you off with.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, listen, man, as we look at the depth chart, I don't see, outside of Huckport, I don't see many of the young players getting guaranteed minutes. I think Huckport's minutes can come in terms of, and I had a great conversation with Ian Begley about this today. Can't wait to drop it tomorrow for you guys to watch. But I think Huckport does slot in, especially for Mitch. I don't think they should play Mitch on back-to-back, so I think those are definitely Huckport minutes. You get him in there to back up Towns as well. You can play Yabusele at the 5 to back up Towns.
5 out.
Yeah, so I think Huckport will get the first of the young guy minutes. And then other than that, for like Dïarra and Kolic, it's just got to be earned. I think they will get situational opportunities, kind of like, Tibbs kind of treated it.
To blow out losses.
Yeah. But I do think they will get minutes, though, this year.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
I think it's just going to be situational.
Situational. And then I think in the middle of the season, once these guys kind of get acclimated with the system, they find like a good stretch where they can get guys in. I think they will start expanding the rotation a little bit.
The Knicks did say, and I'm going to leave it off with this so you got all the callers coming in.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks did say back when they were doing their coaching hire, player development's going to be key. So I'm interested to see how this plays out.
Yes, absolutely, man. Appreciate the call once again. Yuri on the Discord. Everybody rate that call in the chat. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. Yuri is in on the Discord. Yeah, player development is definitely going to be key. As we saw, they hired Billy Lang, the former head coach of St. Joe's, to lead player development. And he's coming in highly regarded. I could tell you guys that. According to my sources, he had a good interview. He met with Leon, met with the medical team, met with the coaching staff, and he was their top choice. So in a position that they didn't really have in terms of like someone heading it, I think that it's a signal that they really want to develop these younger players, have a good system in here because they understand the importance of developing that depth, especially at the back end of your roster. You got to find diamonds in the rough. So seems like they are doubling down on that investment in the future, and that's a good sign. That's a good sign. The Knicks at player development have not always gone hand in hand, but even since the Tibbs era, they've made a big improvement in that regard. I mean, look at all the young players. Again, I was talking to Ian Begley about this on today's recording. RJ's doing well in Toronto. Quentin Grimes played well enough to get himself a big raise. Will he get it with Philly? We'll see. Obi went to the finals. Quick has kind of been up and down with the Raptors. But by and large, like a lot of the Knicks young players have moved on and carved out good roles for themselves, and it all started here. So give credit, and now they're diving in even deeper into the player development landscape. So that's good. That's a great sign for them. Okay, we got a super chat in here. Hang on. Salute. Salute to Omega Rex 73, $10 super chat. He says, CP, what up? Any news on the strength and conditioning team? Our solid health throughout last season was noticeable. I think it was led by Tyler Yeaton. The best ability is availability. No additional word on that. You know, Casey Smith, they did bring in Casey Smith from Dallas. That was a big hire for them. They really stressed the importance of his hiring to lead that Knicks medical team. And is it coincidence? Is it their practices that they that the team, you know, walked into the playoffs probably the most healthy team or the healthiest team in the playoffs? Is that a Casey Smith influence and the strength and conditioning? Well, you know, it's hard to say, but I can say that that his hire was prioritized with the team, and you had guys bounce back and make it through the gauntlet that is NBA playoffs. And he got an award. He got an award at the Basketball Hall of Fame this past weekend when Melo got inducted as being part of the medical staff for the Olympic teams, Olympic basketball teams. Musa, appreciate you, Musa, in the chat. Discord is open if you guys want to call up. So to everybody in the chat once again, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Any franchise channel members want to drop some questions, some comments, go right ahead. Malik says a Sims signed back with the Bucks. I'm not sure. I don't know what the simulation is doing. Mellow Mike. Knicks learned from last season we need our bench and player development will be huge this season to get the Knicks team over obstacles for sure. Absolutely. Gamma said he came in the last off season. Okay. And earned it. That doesn't go unnoticed. Talking about Landry. Yeah, I think he's got to be the leader of the clubhouse. Unless he just comes in and just woefully underperforms, which I don't think would be the case. Trying to scroll through, see what else is going on here. Moses Brown. Oh, Knicks trade Moses Brown. Here's another fan favorite. Knicks trade. Westchester Knicks trade Moses Brown. And get 20-year-old former overtime elite point guard Bryson Warren from Sioux Falls, along with a G League first. All right, so Knicks are making moves. Moses Brown is on the way out. The legend. Jaime Hernandez, salute, man. How you feeling? Okay, they said Sims is back with the Bucks. Okay. Junior Karoma, yes, sir, we live. What's the latest for a PG search? Musa, there is no PG search. Jerome Wise, I see you. There is no PG search, man. Like, I think with these moves, it's an indication that they're not going for Brogdon. They're not going for Brody unless these guys are coming in for training camp deals. Yeah, non-guaranteed. Is Christian Winfield. We got to get him back on the show. Shout out my guy. Wind splashed. Landry Shamet fought back from a dislocated shoulder, cracked the Knicks rotation, and helped turn the Eastern Conference Finals. Now he's back in New York. Sorta. Sorta. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I think what they will do at the point, I think, is Clarkson. I think Clarkson is probably going to be your backup point guard. You go with the experience and hope that him and Deuce can mesh. That's going to be a question mark. We should be marking that down as a question mark. We'll see if him and Deuce can mesh. Musa says Clarkson's not a point guard. Well, who else is running? Maybe Hart. Maybe Hart gets those duties if he comes off the bench. That'll be a hodgepodge, man. They'll be running plays through multiple guys. So we'll see how that goes. But with Shamet and Clarkson, with Shamet and Matthews, hey, can never have enough three-point shooting. Even though the Knicks, they were 8th in three-point percentage, but they were 24th in attempts, 27th in attempts, and 24th in makes. Got to step their threes up. Edwin P. checking in from the 9 to 5. If you guys are still at work, man, throw a hashtag grind in the chat. I'll shout you guys out. Shout out to Edwin P. checking in on the grind. Salute to you. Right, Snacks. Clarkson and McBride are two guards, but Clarkson can be like a quickly type point. Yeah. He can make plays. Yeah, we need a backup. Can't have Tyler on the show. Tyler's got to earn it. It's just Hart handling the rock with no bueno in the playoffs. I hear that. Never forgive action on the grind, okay? Low-key gamer. Zach, shout out to Zach. Zach's in LA as well. Taquan Gray, salute to you. NYC B-Ball, I see you in the chat. Okay. Let's go to the Discord and get the closer in here. Let's go to the Discord, get the closer in here. We got to go to Tampa, Florida, ladies and gentlemen. Rambo in the building. What's good, bro?
Yo, can you hear me in my loud and clear, fella?
Loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear. What's good, bro?
Man, listen, I was just driving, just working, out here grinding, getting that money on.
Let's
man,
go.
and I just happened to see a notification, Landry Shamet. I love that. You know what? Shout out to the front office. That's a smooth pickup, very safe, nothing too crazy. We don't got to go fishing. That's cool. I'm like that. But this right here opens the door for me. This right here wants me to jump all the way out the window for one person. Okay, you talk about backup point guards. I love Tyler Kolic, but it's time to unleash the Deuce. The Deuce is loose. Do you hear me? Listen,
So what you want to do with Deuce? You want to run Deuce at the point?
Deuce will be ran at the point. Now, we got to remember, early on, when the Deuce hype really became the Deuce hype and everybody was getting on board, man was dishing out like 7. I think he had 15 assists at one game or something. I don't know. But I really feel like he has a lot more in his bag than what Tibbs allowed him to really showcase. So I'm really excited to see my boy Deuce go off, man. Y'all hear it first right here. Deuce will average 5 assists minimum. I'm calling it, man. I want to see him run the show. I'm excited to see what Mike Brown's going to do. It's going to be a lot of motion, a lot of ball passing and all that, man. Pause, So I like that, man. I really do like it. I like it. Carl Towns is an underrated passer. We got Mikal Bridges. We still got Hart. So, I think we're set, man. I really do, man. But I really feel like Deuce is going to come out, man, and he's going to really show us that we never needed a backup point guard. We just needed to allow him to really run his game instead of just sitting at the 3 and then just being a defensive menace. There's a lot more to his game, guys. A lot more, and it's coming. All right?
Okay. All right. What else you got for me, man?
What else I got for you? Nothing, man. Good wishes, blessings. Salute. Shout out my boy. Yeah, man. I'm just out here working, man. I just happen to see I was on. And whenever I can, man, I have to, bro. I have to come. I have to tap in with you guys. I have to show y'all love, man. I feel like I've been missing y'all.
That means you get ready. That means we right around the corner. That means we almost there, man.
Oh, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. I just bought one. I didn't buy my son the Jalen Brunson jersey. He was acting funny. But he definitely was looking like, yeah, Dad, I want to go to a Knicks game. Oh, yeah, we're going to do all that.
Yeah.
We're going to do all that.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Oh, man. And y'all need to come down to Orlando. I'm going to say it for everybody in Central Florida. You need to come down to Orlando, man, where I can make a skip and a hop away and I could come hang out with y'all boys, buy you a drink, and do the whole 1-2, man, for real.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. We'll definitely get it cracking, man. Salute, bro. Have a good day, man.
Salute.
Rambo from Tampa, ladies and gentlemen. Good people of the chat. This is your show. Rate that take in the chat. That was a little controversial. He said he wants to run Deuce at the point. He says Deuce is the man for the job. What do you guys think? You guys let me know what you think, man.
And I don't care what y'all think, because it's Deuce at the point. Bah.
Shout out to Rambo. Shout out to Rambo, man. Yeah, that was Rambo from Tampa, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know. Let me know what you thought about that call, man. Deuce at the point. Rate that take in the chat. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. I think it's more the 2 guard where we need him. Look at his assist percentages. I think Deuce is better suited as a shooting guard, man. That's where he spent most of his time. I mean, you take a look. At the 2, squad scored 120.9 points per 100 possessions. 86th percentile. At the 1, it was a little bit lower. Last year, look at that. 60% at the 1. And he was a minus 9.1 in the differential. At the 2, night and day. Night and day, man. It's got to be Deuce at the 2 for me. Yeah, he doesn't have point handle, and he doesn't really have the separation. If they play faster, then I think he'll fare a lot better. But Deuce he's not a drive and kick player to be doing all of that in the half court. So I'd rather have Deuce at the 2. Anthony D. Salute. No, so the last roster spot, it's not filled. It's not filled yet. Once again, so to everybody in the chat, once again, we can hit a reset. KFTV Live, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Number 1 show for the fans, by the fans. Landry Shamet and Garrison Matthews have been signed to 1-year non-guaranteed deals. These are training camp deals. Those guys are going to be competing for a roster spot. But I think, Shamet will most likely get it. But a little competition. Never hurt anybody. Deuce at the 1. What do you guys think about that? Okay, we got another super chat in here. I got to shout out my guy. King Matthews in the building. Says we brought back Shamet, and now we got a Walmart version of Kyle Korver on the squad. It's finals or bust. When will the next meetup? Knicks meetup. Okay, that was a funny comment. Shout out King Matthews. Just to remind everybody again, so we'll be doing to kick everything off. We'll be doing watch parties for the Knicks versus Cavs home opener. That will be at Slate. We're also doing that'll be Wednesday, October 22nd. October 24th, we'll be doing Slate again for the Knicks versus Celtics game. That's Friday night for the Knicks home game against the Celtics. The first at the Garden fan premium event where we all go to the game together. That'll be Black Friday, November 28th. Knicks versus Bucks NBA Cup matchup against Giannis and the Bucks. Those tickets will come with a seat and premium seat in the lower bowl. We'll get access to either pre-game shoot-around, take the free throw on the court, or a post-game photo on the court. They still have to get back to me and finalize that. You'll get refreshments at Clinton Hall 36, either before or after the game. That'll be depending on which perk we get. Like if we have to go to the pregame, then we'll eat afterwards. If we have to go to the postgame, then we'll eat before. But anyway, all those details will be announced in the next couple of weeks. The first road meetup will be Miami, October 26th. We'll be down in Miami October 26th for that Sunday game. All right, that'll be the first road meetup. Okay. Okay, Anthony D said he used to put in work at Slade. Okay. Hey, Slade is a classic spot, man. Slade is a classic spot. It's been going for a long time. So Anthony D said they know him up in there. All right, no problem. No problem, man. Pull up, man. Come through. More the merrier. Franchise channel member, you guys get in free, so make sure you guys are joining the franchise channel members. You guys get the first dibs on the free RSVP. Brandon McNeely, which tickets are you talking about that go on sale? The Bucks game, we'll be putting those out most likely by Monday. By Monday, we'll have the tickets up for the fan experience against the Bucks at Madison Square Garden. So that'll be up on Monday. Steven Gomez, I see he's representing the Miami squad. March in L.A., I got to get there for the Lakers and the Clippers two-step. I wish it was on the weekend, man. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to link up with the Left Coast Knicks crew on the weekend and then go to the game. Yeah, Wizards. We might as well just, jump on the Amtrak and shoot down to D.C., get to a Wizards game and do a DC meetup. Yeah, Bucks game, we'll probably put those out on Monday. Yes, the tickets will be limited. Though we certainly don't have unlimited supply. It'll be limited. Got to get to Orlando and Charlotte. Got to get to Charlotte. Okay, anybody else on the Discord? Okay. Thought I had another. Oh, we got another super chat in there. Shout out to our guy. K Marco in the building says, I'm so excited for the season to start. Can't wait. Yeah, likewise, man. We are literally right there around the corner. All right, just taking a look at some stuff here. Okay, I got the rough audio from the Begley show. Okay, so that'll be good. Yeah, so we'll drop the Begley show tomorrow. Just wait for the final edit to get here, and we'll do that. DJ Edgy says no UAE meetup. I want to go, man. I want to get out to Abu Dhabi, man. DJ Edgy, are you going? Daniel Bosa shows. Anybody going to Abu Dhabi? Nah. I really want to go check it out, man. I want to go check it out and see what's going on. ATL, definitely got to get to ATL. Yeah, we should. We should definitely make some KFTV travel merch. Road Warrior travel merch, no question. Corey Sean Run, catching the fight Saturday? Absolutely. A good boxing fight is kind of few and far between, so whenever it's one of this magnitude, I got to watch it, and it's on Netflix, so got to watch that. My 2 cents, okay, said you might go to Abu Dhabi. Okay, depends on a bus trip to Dubai. Yeah, I kind of want to get there, man. Let's see, catch and find. Yeah, we got to get that Road Warrior merch. They got CJ down in DC, so it's cold. It could be interesting. Oh, CJ McCollum. Yeah, DC, man, with Sarr. We'll see what Koulibaly does. They're kind of interesting. Knicks own their pick. I'm kind of rooting for the Wizards to be better Better than expected. All right, who else we got in here? Okay, Brandon McNeely, Charlotte. Brandon, I think I met you before. I think I met you where? Where did I meet you? In Atlanta? Brandon? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like with Bud Crawford, it's the weight jump a lot for him. Does he lose his speed? Lose a little power? I might have to go with Canelo. No, what do you guys think? Yeah, Capital One Arena, MSG South. Yeah, I got to get there for sure. Right, so you have Shamet, you have Garrison Matthews. You know, do they give GP the second a training camp invite? Yeah, I might have to go Canelo, man. I don't know. I think Max is back. Kellerman's back doing some content. I got to check out his show. Maybe it's tomorrow. See what Max is saying in regards to the fight. Jason Benjamin, super chat, says, would love to see Kolic with Clarkson, Hart, Yabu, Huck. You might see it in the preseason. Yeah, Canelo's tough, man. Canelo's tough. You know? Yeah, Canelo's tough. Junior says Bud for the win. Okay. Gonna be a good fight, though. Looking forward to it. And there that is. All right, so we'll get back to it. If there's any updates, we'll certainly let you guys know. We'll get back live. This was a good session. Constructive session. We'll have the show with Ian Begley coming up tomorrow. We'll do it for the lunchtime grind. If I get it earlier, we'll drop it early for the franchise channel members. So you know what? So maybe we'll drop it at it's Friday. Yeah, we'll drop it for the lunchtime grind. If we can get it earlier, we'll do it earlier for the franchise channel members to watch ahead of time. And that'll be that. James Baker in the building. Salute.
Yeah. One time for the city. Yeah.
Who else we got? Junior Coroma, K. Marco. Appreciate you. Omega Rex, Swavey. Appreciate you. All right, there it is, man. All right, guys, we'll tap in. Remember that this show's available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.